Hey everyone, welcome to this crash course lecture on using our command line. Before we install anything, it's really important to have a quick overview on how work at your command line. The command line allows you to programmatically navigate through your computer directory, enabling you to run Python script directly from there. In this short lecture, we'll cover how to find our current directory, how to list all the files on the directory, how to change directories, and how to clear the command line screen. Now, it's essential to understand that the commands will vary slightly depending on our operating system. If you are using a macOS or Linux, go ahead and jump on the timestamp on the screen to follow along with the specific instruction. If you are a Windows user, you can jump to the timestamp for the Windows user or the Windows command. Once you have go there, your command line crash course, you can move on to the next lecture. Alright, let's start with the command line for the Windows user. To find the command prompt on your computer, simply search for the term cmd. The command prompt should show up to the best match. If doesn't, just search for the full command phrase, which is command prompt. And we have it on the first results. Once you open the command prompt, it should look something like this. Now let's find our current location, our current directory. To do this, we can type cd and hit enter. This command will report back our current working directory. You will notice that the command prompt displays the path file where we are. If the path is long or you are dealing with complex things like virtual environment or installations, it's always good to check your current directory with the cd command. If I want to see all the files and folders in my current directory, I can type dir, D-E-R, and hit enter. This will show you everything in that folder. Now let's say I want to move into one of these subfolders. I can type cd, followed by desktop, and hit enter. I can confirm now that I'm on my desktop by typing cd again. If you want to go back one level, I make cd 2 points, and I can go back one level from there. You don't have to type the full entire path. We can also just autocomplete. Start typing the folder name and then we hit tab to see the options. For instance, if I make cd d and make tab, we'll be having many options like desktop, download, docker file, etc. So we can make using the tab with the auto completion. I can go up. I can go again another level backward, and I can go, for example, to the download directory or the document directory, and I find myself here into the document. If I want to see all my document, I make dir, and I can see all my document that I'm having them on my computer. To clear the command line, we just make cls and we hit enter. So just to recap, cd is to show you your current directory, dir is to list everything in that directory, cd folder name is change directory, and cd 2 points is to goes back into or to goes back to directory, and cls it's to clear the screen. That's all the basic you need to know for now. We'll see on the next lesson where we will discuss how to install Python. Now for Linux and macOS, we can be using the WSL system installed on Windows. So for instance, if we want to know our working directory, we can make the pwd print working directory and we hit enter, and we are having our current working directory. We can return one path, like we can return to home, and we can return even more. And here, if we make now ls, we can find our current working directories or the files or the folders that they are into this root folder. Now, if you want to entry inside any of them, we can go that by using the pwd to print our working directory, the ls to list all the file or folder, the clear command, or the cd that to change to subfolder. That's the basic of moving around the command line on macOS and Linux. We will use this knowledge when we run on Python script later on. We will see you on the next lecture where we will discuss how to install Python into our computer.